Hello, happy Monday. Welcome to TV Guide Live. I'm Mickey O'Connor, and with me today I have my colleagues Liz Raftery and Liam Matthews. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Thanks for being here. Today it's all about Comic-Con. We're going to talk about all the news that came out of San Diego this weekend, including scoop on The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, The Vampire Diaries, and a whole lot more. In the meantime, though, if you have any questions for us, please send them now to @TVGuide on Twitter with the hashtag TVGLive or on Facebook in the comments below, and we'll answer them at the end of the show. We got a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. So Comic-Con. So here's what I think we should do. First of all, you should all go to tvguide.com and you should check out our article that has all the best trailers that came out of Comic-Con. It's a really quick, at-a-glance way to get everything, including the new Star Trek series. But so let's go down the list and talk about these shows really quickly about what we learned and what we found out about them at Comic-Con. So the first show is called Legion. We talked about the show a little bit before on TV Guide Live. It's the X-Men TV show that FX is doing with Noah Hawley, who did Fargo.
Yeah, he's the showrunner.
So I don't know if you guys saw this trailer. What did you think of it? It's like a really cool trailer.
I didn't see the trailer. I tried to watch it, but then my computer crashed. It was very frustrating.
It's that cool. It's a very cool trailer. It's a very interesting color palette. It's a little bit dated. I think it's period.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's about the main character, Dan Stevens, who was on Downton Abbey, plays David Haller, who in X-Men mythology is actually Professor Xavier's son.
Okay.
And Aubrey Plaza is in it. She plays kind of a mental patient, which, Aubrey Plaza, that kind of makes sense, right? Jean Smart, who was so great in Fargo, is in it. She plays David's therapist. Really cool to look at.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be, a fun show to watch.
I mean, Fargo is one of the best shows on TV, so they give this guy a superhero show. That's an interesting idea.
So there's 8 episodes in the first season. It premieres
Perfect.
in early 2017. Looking forward to that.
Totally.
Liam, let's talk about The Walking Dead.
So The Walking Dead premiered its season 7 trailer, which there was a lot of questions about what they could even show, since there is a cliffhanger that they do not want to reveal anything on. And they've been very good about not revealing anything. So the way they got around it was they showed everybody, just like lined up with the baseball bat next to them, and like clips from the past, and it was pretty emotional.
And then they kind of just like pushed ahead. Then they moved past that.
And then they went ahead and like they introduced the new character Ezekiel, who's the leader of another colony. Called the Kingdom. The Kingdom.
He has a
got
tiger.
a pet tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a little bit on Carol and Morgan and Tara and Heath. Not that anybody really cares about.
So it's not really a surprise that we didn't find out that who.
No.
Is anyone conspicuously absent?
No, I did, but I did do a post kind of breaking down
what you learned about
what we learned, and like, all right, so we don't think it's Aaron because there's a shot from behind of a guy that looks like Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the premiere date is October 23rd, right? Mm-hmm. 8 episodes then another 8 in February 2017. Yep. All right, let's move on to Once Upon a Time, Liz.
Yeah.
I hear it's a whole new world this season.
Hey!
Oh.
Hey-o.
They're doing an Aladdin and Jafar storyline to kick off the new season. Dennis Dennis is going to be playing Aladdin, and Oded Fehr is going to be playing Jafar.
He was in like the Mummy movies, I think.
Yeah.
And they also cast, what's his name? James Marsters. He played
yeah.
Spike on Buffy.
Yeah.
He has something to do with Cruella de Vil. We're just not sure yet.
Yeah, there was I guess there was an extra on the Blu-ray or something where you see his character kind of like palling around with Cruella de Vil in the underworld, but you don't really know what his deal is yet, I guess.
It's kind of an interesting little cottage industry for Once Upon a Time. It's like they just like keep going back to the well, like to find something else that Disney, that they haven't exploited yet.
There's endless material. And then I guess the big question that was teased for the next season is potentially Robin Hood could be coming back from the dead. So that's kind of interesting.
Has Pinocchio ever been on?
I don't know.
I think actually Jiminy Cricket has. I don't know about Pinocchio.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Prison Break, we're going to talk about. So Prison Break, they debuted a new trailer for that. It's going to premiere in the spring of 2017 on Fox. The most interesting thing I think I heard about this is that they're going to model this season on the Odyssey.
Oh, wow.
And that basically the first half
ambitious.
the first right the first half of the season, they know their audience. The first half of the season is about how Michael gets out of that prison that's in the unnamed Middle Eastern country, and the second half is about how he gets home to his wife and son.
Okay.
But apparently along the way he's going to meet people that are sort of based on the Cyclops or the Sirens,
yeah.
you know,
Okay.
things like that. So
Interesting.
I don't know. It's pretty ambitious for a show that
Some would say pretentious.
right that was as visceral and sort of real as that show was.
Yeah.
But they also, they also did a tattoo of the prison on his back and everything. Like they've had their highfalutin ideas in the past. Right?
I never watched the original. Does it look like it's going to be pretty similar to?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty similar. I mean, I think that's sort of this like breathless, like tense quality. That the original was like, but I think I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I think the trailer was promising, and I think that the idea that they're going to evoke the Odyssey is kind of funny to me.
Right.
So moving on, Game of Thrones, Liam. This was probably the biggest disappointment.
Yeah, it was kind of a
Comic-Con,
letdown.
right?
I mean, there was no information given, basically. They just kind of
We already
talked
knew that it
about-
was going to premiere next summer.
Yeah, that
we
it was
already
gonna
knew that
be-
it was not going to qualify for next year's Emmys, right?
Yeah, they're waiting. They had to wait because now that winter is here on the show, they had to wait for it
To be winter.
because
Right.
they're going to shoot in the winter.
Right.
So they talked about that a little bit. No firm premiere date. No real information. They showed a blooper reel that was funny. I mean,
It was okay.
Peter Dinklage messing up blinds. I mean,
What's the word he couldn't say? Benevolent?
Benevolent. I mean, I related because when I do the Game of Thrones videos, and his messing up was like the same thing that
The
I do.
27th take of saying like Targaryen
It's like,
or
sorry
like
guys.
Daenerys. Yeah.
Sorry guys.
Yeah. And they also showed like kind of a lame trailer that was like of showing them building the sets for the new season or something.
Oh, jeez.
They did with what they had, but so okay, let's move on to the Vampire Diaries. They've announced the last season.
Yeah, which I don't think was entirely unexpected.
No, because
right?
Ian Somerhalder spoiled it in like
Right.
an interview like 6 months ago. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, they just confirmed it, right?
Yeah.
And so they have this like kind of sappy video that they showed of all the cast members, saying goodbye and everything.
How they're a
kind of-
family and
lining up the final season. So basically, Nina Dobrev is pretty much definitely going to come back. I would assume for the final season, like Julie Plec has pretty much made it known that she wants her to come back.
Yeah.
And I think that
under what plot circumstances we don't know yet. But, But I mean, I think that's sort of it. It's like it's the last season. It's an emotional farewell. Everyone wants Elena to come back.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
she'll probably be there.
All right. So next show I want to talk about is a new show. It's called American Gods. Liam, what do you know about this?
I know it's based on a novel by Neil Gaiman.
Yep.
That is, I see people. It came out a long time ago, but still people are reading it all the time. It's a beloved novel.
Yep.
And people are super excited about it. It's on Stars, right?
So basically it's about like the battle between old gods and new gods. So it's like the old gods are the ones that are in traditional pagan, ancient pagan theories. And then these new gods are like really weird and they're based on things like celebrity and media and whatever.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Gillian Anderson from X-Files is playing Media. That's like her
okay.
character's
Oh, wow,
name.
okay.
Kristen Chenoweth plays one of the old gods. She's reuniting with Brian Fuller because she was on Pushing Daisies with him.
Oh, wow. Oh, so they're going all out. This is going to be a big show.
Yeah. Ian McShane plays a character named Mr. Wednesday who is one of the old gods, a Norse god.
He is an old god.
He is an old god.
He
He
is
really
like a
is.
Norse
He's playing
god.
himself.
That's amazing.
It'll be interesting to see, like, after the success of Outlander, if this
Totally.
is going to take off in the same way. And
I mean, I do think that there's an appetite for that kind of, supernatural and, period as well. So
Yeah,
All
I
right.
mean, if maybe this could be their Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
Because Game of Thrones isn't going to be around for too much longer,
right, and did I mention it's on Stars, which is
On
where
Stars.
Outlander is on as well. So moving on, Blindspot, Liz, this is your show.
Yeah, so we got some information about two new people in addition to Archie Punjabi who are going to be joining the cast for season 2. Luke Mitchell is going to play a guy named Roman who, my theory based on what I know about season 2 is that he's going to be kind of the replacement for Oscar as Jane's sort of like handler or someone that she works pretty closely with.
Oscar
Francois
died?
Arnaud. Yeah, he
Yeah.
got killed in the finale. And then Michelle Hurd, we don't know her character's name yet, but and this is based on nothing rather than my own theory, but I'm wondering if she's going to play Shepard, who is the lead of this group, like the leader of this group that kind of sent Jane to infiltrate the FBI to begin with, who we don't know if Shepard is a man or a woman. We don't really know
Right.
anything about them. We've never seen them. So that's my theory.
And we don't really know who Archie Punjabi is going to be playing at this point, right?
No, yeah, she's involved in a group that's monitoring Jane's case from afar,
Right.
but we don't really know if she's good or bad or what. So
And so we know pretty much at this point, though, based on the trailer, or I don't know if that was old or new footage, but that Jane is not who we thought she was.
Oh
right?
yeah, we know that she's not Taylor Shaw. That came out in the finale, and Martin Garrow, the creator, said at Comic-Con that I think in the first episode, or at least in the first couple of episodes of season 2, we'll find out her actual name. And so yeah, and the show's that show's really good about presenting answers pretty quickly to all the questions it raises.
What do you think her real name is?
I don't know.
Taylor Schilling.
Yeah.
Taylor Schilling.
Sailor
There you
Tall. I don't know.
So who do you guys? So let me ask you this question: who do you think won Comic-Con? Like, who gave us the most bang for our buck?
I think it's probably The Walking Dead.
Yeah, probably The Walking Dead.
That trailer was...
We were talking earlier that they're really good at making trailers.
Yeah.
And they can, they didn't, answer the question that everyone wants the answer to, but it was still pretty effective and, make people really excited for the new season.
I mean, they showed the tiger, which everybody wanted to see.
Right.
Right. Tigers go a long way. All right, so let me look and see if we have any questions. Kevin on Twitter asks, any Pokemon Go tips?
Oh.
I was just reading about this place in South Korea. Have you heard about this? There's this one town in South Korea that they're not covered by Google Maps. Like they're not the South Korea hasn't given over the map data yet.
Oh, okay.
But for some reason, this one town is accepted, so people are traveling there. It's like a tourist destination.
Oh, that's fun.
Anyhow, we'll go off on a tangent.
Well, it deleted my
Oh
phone.
my God, do you have an actual tip? I thought that was just a joke question.
No, my phone deleted my game,
Oh, no.
so I deleted the app. So my advice is to forget it. It's not worth it.
Justin asks, how exactly is Legion connected to X-Men? I think we kind of answered that a little bit. The main character is in the comics. I don't know when or if they're going to make this connection on the TV show, but in the comics, the main character is Professor Xavier's son.
Yeah, and they say, they had never said mutants in relation to the show before, but they said it.
They do in the trailer,
Yeah.
Let's see. Kim on Twitter asked, what will happen in the Vampire Diaries final season? I don't think we really know. I think that I've heard a lot of rumors about a wedding. I've heard that Candace Accola King would like there to be a wedding before the end of the season.
Yeah, we teased a couple weeks ago that there's a new character joining who might cause some problems for Stefan and Caroline.
Right.
So, yeah, but who knows whether they'll get a happy ending by the end. But
and again, like we said, probably Nina Dobrev is going to come back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lisa on Facebook asked, best new trailer, American Gods or Legion? I would say Legion. I just really liked the look of Legion.
Mm-hmm.
American Gods looks good too, but I think American Gods is a really complicated story, and I think to try to tell it all in that one trailer was a little difficult.
When is that premiering?
Which one?
American Gods.
American Gods, I don't know. Is it
Okay.
2017? I don't remember.
I know Legion's not till next year, but anyway, yeah.
I really dug the Luke Cage trailer, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that was a good trailer.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah.
Yeah, right,
The
exactly.
soundtrack.
Let's see. Rose on Twitter asked, can a tiger get the zombie virus?
I don't think so. I don't think
question.
animals can get it.
They should do a
Animals are
zoo
immune.
crossover.
That would be amazing.
No, it would not. Let's see. Steriline team on Facebook asked, Steriline June wedding, exclamation point. That's
Yeah,
not a
shout out to
question.
Steriline team.
That's
They're out there.
Yeah.
Anything you can tease on Steriline. Well, we talked about it already. There's this new character coming on. It's going to break them up forever. No, I don't know. Let's see. Regina on Facebook asked, can you give me some scoops about Oliver and Felicity on Arrow? I cannot. Can you guys?
No.
We don't have Sadie here. Sadie's our arrow expert, but send that question again when Sadie's on, and she'll answer it. Let's see. Trent on Twitter asks, when do you think the news of who dies on The Walking Dead will leak, or will they be able to keep it secret until the premiere? Didn't they say that they shot like a bunch of scenes?
Yeah.
So like they
I
don't
think
even
even
know.
if it leaks, it's gonna be take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
This could be false information.
Yeah,
or
they've
something.
done and they've set it up to be able to deny anything. So, yeah, I mean it could have already leaked for all we know. Who knows? I mean, people are very certain that it's Glenn.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a situation where, you know, we can't really know
until it
airs
Yeah.
because of the way they shot it. They shot a bunch of different endings, so the actors don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, let's see. Do you? Camille asked, do you know if the originals, like the Vampire Diaries, will end the season? As far as I know, no.
Yeah, I don't.
I haven't heard anything about it ending yet. You know, the original started a little while after the Vampire Diaries, so in terms of, you know, being at the same point in their story, they're not. So, but I haven't heard anything about that. Aura says, if Glenn dies, we riot. I need him to live. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we'll have to see.
We don't endorse
Who
rioting.
would you rather it be?
I don't know. Instead of Glenn, I don't know. Yeah.
Who was that? Who asked that question?
Aura, AURA.
Or who would you rather it be? Write it on the Facebook comments.
All right. I think that's all the time we have. Thanks, you guys, for participating in the rapid fire there. Thanks, Liz and Liam, for being here, and thank you all for joining us. I'm heading out to LA tomorrow for the fall TV previews, but my New York colleagues are going to hold down the fort while I'm gone. Every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Send your questions to us at TV Guide on Twitter, #TVG Live, or facebook.com/TV Guide. Have a great day, everybody.